Hey, what's up, guys? It's Alex.
And Kush back again with another video. I took your line.
You did, you fuckface.
But today we're reviewing, or re-reviewing. We're doing a Blast of the Past.
What was it? Flashback?
Flashback.
Episode 2.
This time we're doing B.o.B's favorite album for us, which was Strange Clouds. 2014? 2012. Jesus.
May something.
We didn't listen to it in 2012, though. That's the interesting thing. We listened to it
I think it was 2014, right?
2014, 2015, I think, summer.
And 2013.
You were all,
one of those.
We were so in love with this album. I love this album. You know, fuck up. We listened to this the whole summer. We
mentioned this in the recovery review that it was like Recovery, Strange Clouds,
Lupe. We listened to Battle Scar.
Yeah, it was only really Battle Scars from Lupe.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
He was at least for me. I think maybe for a year or two. He was one of our. He was in our constant replaying playlist. We played him a lot, and this was the album that we both thought was our favorites. And you know, we were teenagers then. I guess we're still teenagers now. I didn't know teenagers go past the age of 18 until about a few months ago. But there were bangers on this album.
There were some bangers.
So Alex, what do you remember from the album, and what are your main
I remember
feelings?
Bombs Away was fire.
Morgan Freeman on
that
shit
bitch slapped. That beat, that beat's fire.
It is.
I really liked Ray-Bans.
Right.
The second song. I really
Bobby
liked that one.
Ray-Bans.
Yeah.
It's a very 2012 pop song.
Yeah.
Pop rap song.
Strange Clouds.
Strange Clouds is fire.
I think honestly, Strange Clouds might have been the first Lil Wayne. Like that was the song that really made me check out Lil Wayne, because I heard him No Love and shit. But at that point, Lil Wayne was the poster child for shit rappers. He was just I don't really think that he even deserved that. Because I mean, yeah, his the Carter 4, I'm Not Human Being 2, those albums were not the same quality as his previous work. But I don't think that he was bad enough to be the fucking poster child for shit rap. But I mean, he was, and as a white suburban kid who listened to Eminem, I was fully subscribed to that whole fucking the whole the memes Eminem, Lyric King, Biggie, Flow King, Tupac, Rap King, and it was Rick Ross Burger King type shit.
Oh fucking.
That's what I was.
I know exactly what you mean. There's it was the 12 to 15-year-old hip hop guys who are the purest, the Eminem stans.
The people who bro, 90s are so much better. Haven't even listened to this.
But yeah, pretty much summing it up, we loved the album, and so we decided to re-listen to it. I haven't re-listened to the whole album in probably 4 years, since 2016. I doubt I've listened to the whole album, but
it's probably been longer for me.
2 songs for sure. I mean, we both heard in 2014, so I'm guessing you mean the full album? Okay. Yeah. The 2 songs that I did listen to once in a while that would show up on my shuffle would be Strange Clouds and Bombs Away.
Yeah.
Which are probably the 2 most memorable songs for me, even now.
I mean, yeah, I also liked Where Are You, the
last
song. Arena and Play for Keeps. I was really fucking.
Arena had the everybody.
T.I. and Chris Brown. I think that was my favorite song.
Oh, what about the Trey Songz song? That's good too. Castles.
I thought that one. I don't think I really played even though this is a very pop rap album, I think that the songs that I played were the more rap ones. I don't think I really played the one with Taylor Swift or.
I would say this is so fucking weird. He got T.I., Wayne, Chris Brown.
Yeah, and then
and
Taylor Swift and Ryan Tedder.
Yeah, but we listened to this album yesterday again. It was 3 days ago, 3 days ago, and then we didn't listen to it fully together. And then I heard the last 3 songs by myself.
I listened to the whole thing today.
Oh boy, there is a rough patch in this album, starting with the 4th song and ending with I think the 3rd to last song.
Well, the 5th song is Strange Clouds.
I
would say this album's more inconsistent than anything. Because there's some songs in here that I'm fucking.
Oh yeah. But then there's just songs they don't fit some of the other songs. Yeah,
I would say it's that run from track 10, Never Let You Go, to Castles. I'm just I'm not rocking with it. It only comes back on that last song because that's the poppiest bit. That's the we were talking about this when we were listening to the album. It was that motivational shit that I don't fuck with.
I can make it up. You can.
No. It's just believe in yourself. You can do it. It's shit that Logic does, where it's just it feels hollow. It's not real. It's just saying.
It's a guy selling you a pyramid scheme. That's what it's. Yeah,
it's just it's just it doesn't do much for me. It doesn't. That doesn't.
But I can see the appeal to 14, 15, 16-year-old me of listening to the album and being oh, I fuck with this. His lyrics he has some edgy lines about marijuana and then he has this inspirational stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, I think, to find, like, well, like, personally, I find, like, motivational music probably evolving from people more like B.o.B and Logic, with their, like, peace, love, and positivity thing, and then, like, finding, like, more, like, as I've gotten older, artists like Jay-Z and Nipsey Hussle, more motivational, not from a better yourself area, but from, like, more of a financial state, and, like,
Ooh.
This is how you get on.
Ooh! Big bands.
Ooh, yeah, money moves.
Money. There's a lot of clever wordplay, which I thought was clever at the time, and looking back, it's not. That's the point. Yeah.
There's a lot of lines on here. They just don't make any fucking
what
sense.
was that?
Like,
Celebrity.
Like they say I'm a celebrity. What the fuck's a celebrity?
Yeah.
I mean, my man's, you had a #1 album. You is a celebrity. And also the fucking you can never see it all if you don't know what I mean. Have you seen Niagara Falls?
I don't get that.
It only works if you haven't seen Niagara Falls, which you've seen Niagara Falls. Yeah. You said I haven't, so it kind of works for me.
But it's a dumb line.
It's dumb.
And the way he says it makes it somehow worse. But in the moment, it sounds so much cooler because I'm like, oh yeah, have I seen Niagara Falls? But I have. So I don't know. There's some. It's very reminiscent of the time. This was not pushing boundaries.
It's a very 2012 album.
It was not pushing any boundaries. This is. If you listen to this album, you'll remember so many songs from the year that this came out.
Yeah, like Ray-Bans, it has the classic, like, early 2000s,
saying the
early
same
2010s pop thing. After the second verse, you had to have, like, a more actually singing, bridge, and then finally do the hook again.
And, like, the hook is going to be something very famous, like, just saying the same word a couple of times with, like, a different pronunciation.
Also, B.o.B and Logic, another similarity these both fucks have, is them acknowledging that their name is Bob or Bobby, which is just the lamest shit ever. You can't be bragging about this shit. If my name was Bob, I would be hiding that shit. I'd be changing my name. There are some, like, revival level, like, pop singer hits on this bitch. Like, the one on Chandelier is fucking ass.
Chandelier.
That's the one with the really high pitched shit that you thought was a sample?
Yeah, I thought that was a sample.
Like a Kanye type sample where they chipmunk the shit.
Oh my, no, we were listening to this, I'm like, oh dude, that's a fire sample. And he's like, no, that's a singer. And there's something about when a sample gets pitched up, it sounds it's dope. Kanye knows how to do that shit. But when you told me it was an actual singer, I was like, what the fuck?
It sounded like shit.
This is definitely worse than Recovery, because Recovery had some great moments. Even the cringy moments, the corny moments were funny as shit.
Yeah, the Recovery had a few things over this album. Recovery had overall, at least Eminem is entertaining throughout that album. His humor is still on point.
This was before he became old.
Yeah, no, he's still introspective on that album. Like,
he's going through changes on that album.
He's going through changes. And at least there are songs like No Love where he is rapping his ass off. B.o.B, this is just like, you know.
There are some times.
No, there aren't. When?
There's like a verse or two.
There's Where Are You?
Clouds.
Where Are You? I'll Give You, where he's like kind of like, you know.
Oh no, I'm not saying introspective. I'm saying he's rapping. He could rap good on Strange Clouds. I fuck with that flow.
I would say that he's rapping average on that. He's rapping no better than most people.
That's also a good point.
It's the pop just that really do it for me on this thing. Pop rap is something that I really like. We were talking.
I loved it in the moment for sure because it's such a good gateway into rap.
It hasn't aged well at all.
Yeah. I mean, you said this now. Trap music is the pop rap of this time, and it's so easy to get into.
Because before, it was like rappers like Lupe when they signed to a major label, B.o.B, and like a bunch of other J. Cole when they were first signed to a major label, they had to do these types of pop rap albums, or at least a single, kind of like Cole's Workout.
To get like notoriety.
Yeah, or Lupe's Battle Stars. I mean, Lupe had notoriety. Like Food and Liquor and The Cool were successful albums, but he was still forced to do that.
Yeah.
And but now if you're signed, usually, I mean, Good Kid, Mad City has kind of, honestly, that was the album that I think really broke like that like barrier of like actual like artistry being like your first release. Like usually if a rapper gets signed, and it's like, okay, so the first release is gonna be ass, but then that led to like rappers like Logic who got signed later, rappers like YB and Cordae who got signed later to actually be able to like fulfill their artistic visions on their first albums. Yeah. And I like, that's probably one of my like favorite things that Kendrick has done for music. Cause I think a lot of that was him and how much success Good Kid, Mad City had, and how
without labels letting their artists make albums that they want necessarily over and just what they think is music.
But now there's an alternative to that. If you do want to break into commercial and you're a more conscious rapper, do it over trap beats, kind of like what J-Rock did with Redemption. Kind of what I mean, he wasn't trying to break it because he had previously had #1 album, but he was trying to like re-break into the #1 territory with Schoolboy Q with Crash Talk.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this would definitely rank below Recovery.
Yeah,
I would give like a 4 because there.
Damn.
You would give it lower. I know that.
No.
You wouldn't give it lower than a 4?
No.
You're saying this album is mediocre or better?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Damn.
I get 6.5.
There's only 3 songs I would go back to at all, though.
I mean, honestly,
how many songs would you go back to willingly?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 songs out of this.
How many? 14?
15.
So you would only go back to 33 to. If you wouldn't go back to a song, it's a 5 or below.
I don't think that. Okay, here's the thing about pop rap. I don't think it's bad. I think it's mediocre. I don't think these songs are bad.
But pop rap songs are bad. It's not good pop rap.
I think it's all right. No, I think that as pop rap goes, this is
I would give it a high 4 to a 5.
I think this is that as pop rap goes, this is a very good pop rap album. I just don't like it.
If I give I'm pretty sure I gave Recovery a 6 or a 7, so I can't get.
What you said is, I mean, bro. I mean, 10 years. It's not like a number can be assigned to that, so I'm not gonna rate it. That's what you said.
That does sound like some conscious Kush shit.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna rate this album.
Shit with that.
Erase that score. You can't give a number to history. But I think this is more big. I think for Recovery is, and same with this, it's so much nostalgia based, right? My love for it.
Honestly, I have nostalgia for Recovery. I don't have nostalgia.
Oh, I have so much. I have nostalgia because B.o.B was one of my favorite.
I might have it for Ray-Bans, but that's it. Like honestly,
it's such a stupid song.
Like honestly, like these other shits. Also, maybe Out of My Mind. But like honestly, these other shits.
Out of My Mind. Okay, no, there's 4 songs I go back to. Out of my fucking mind.
I'm good with this.
I mean,
it's all right. It's just mediocre shit.
Yeah. Overall, I mean, do I regret ever liking this album? A little bit. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I will say that.
I mean, like honestly, like if this album was ever, I don't think this album really influenced me that much. And
oh, this definitely helped me get into.
I don't think it did really at all.
What I would consider,
except for maybe like making me give Wayne more of a chance.
2014 was Thug, right? That was around when he was coming up.
Yeah, Stoner was there.
And I remember back then it was like, oh, Thug is like, oh, it's either if you're a Thug fan, it's nasty. Being a Thug fan was considered like impure, bad. Yeah. And I remember I was kind of on that same bandwagon at that time. But after I listened to B.o.B, I started listening to rap more in general. And that's how I got into like, I was like, oh, Thug is a bit better. And it took me a few years to like, actually like him.
I mean, but like, okay, like the first Thug shit I liked was About the Money by T.I., and that was in 2013.
Really About the Money?
Yeah,
like, isn't that Peanut Butter Jelly? You don't like Peanut Butter Jelly?
That was a few years later. I think that was 2015.
Yeah.
But like,
no, for me, honestly, he got me into rap at all.
Yeah, everything that B.o.B did for you, I think that T.I. was already doing for me.
That makes sense.
So I mean, yeah, this isn't that big of an album in like my music listening history.
Yeah, I think it's not. I think Recovery was.
Recovery is way bigger,
much larger.
But
I think this got me to listen to smaller artists. I know smaller in the sense that Eminem is here and like the Waynes and all those people are there. I think B.o.B was probably a tier lower. He's not like some unknown person because he obviously sold to #1. But it made me listen to other artists. That's actually how I found out about T.I., I think, through that feature. And I really liked Trey Songz for a while too, until I realized all his music is just bad Chris Brown music. But yeah, guys, have you listened to this album? If you haven't, I would say, honestly, probably it'll take you a trip down memory lane. If you've never listened to this album and you do, it'll remind you of the 2012s.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to this album, honestly, there's not really much of a reason to.
Oh yeah, but if you want to have if you have listened to it, it is such a good trip down memory lane until it's not. Until you realize, wow, like, this album is not great.
If you go in the 5 to like maybe like 7 songs, 8, how many did I like on here? I think I liked 8 of the 15. Yeah, if you go on those 8, I mean,
I'd say about like 8.
It's pretty good. If you go on the other ones, yeah, that's more pop rap bullshit.
All right, guys. Okay. Let us know how you feel about it. What are some other albums? At least 5 years, maybe 4 years.
Yeah, I think we said 4 years. So 2016 and
past.
before.
And nothing before 2000. I'm not fucking listening.
We can do before 2000.
God damn.
Okay, if anyone could just spam All Eyes on Me, because I think Kush wants to listen to that 2.5 hour long album.
We talked about it. The movie is the same length.
I think it's
almost.
8 minutes longer.
It's fucking ridiculous. An album should not be that long. Come on,
that should be criminal.
You said it wasn't even that great.
It's my least favorite Tupac album.
But yeah, guys, let us know how you feel about Strange Clouds. Are you a B.o.B fan still? Are you a flat earther? I cannot talk.
We didn't even mention that he's a flat earther now.
Isn't he anti-vax also?
Probably.
There's a lot of overlap. But yeah, let us know how you feel for the 16th time.
He started a GoFundMe for $1 million to see if the Earth was flat.
He's a fucking idiot. See you guys later.
Bye.